Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the South Louisiana Dynasty here on Maximum Football using that PS5, of course, and we are out here on the road taking on the Atlantic Coast Sharks for the very first time in this series, and they are, a middle of a pack team in our conference as of right now, at least fighting it for that mid-tier. They're only 2-3 on the season as of right now. They're averaging less than 8 points a game. Meanwhile, our offense has been absolutely explosive. Not even halfway through the season, we already almost scored 300 points while only giving up 44 ourselves. So we've been doing a pretty good job overall. But let's see if we can keep it up and force ourselves into a top 10 with another big win potentially. But before we worry about any of that, let's go ahead and take a look at our recruiting board to see what's shaking out over there. Done with our recruiting, and we finally got ourselves a couple of our prospects to sign with the squad. Big one for us here, 4-star defensive back Lamar Diamante, 5'10", 185 pounds, representing Spring Hill, Louisiana. Gonna be the 54 ranked prospect in this recruiting class. He has great anticipation skills, enables him to glide by opposing players, and he could be somebody that can start for this football team in season number 3, depending on how things shake out in our defensive backfield. And then as a little bit of a bonus, we also go ahead, we sign 3-star running back Jonathan Brown from Bay City, Texas, the 5'11", 201 pound guy. He's a 198th ranked prospect in this recruiting class. He's a leader, which is something that I liked. And what's awesome about him is that we managed to get him to sign without even having him go and visit our campus. So that's a really good look for us moving forward. Unfortunately for us, though, we were in the running for Cameron Prouty, the Amite, Louisiana product, but he's not going to go to our school. We actually have a surprise commit here. We see him going to Central Los Angeles. Now, we were in a recruiting battle. It was between us and Palm Beach. It was really like a toss-up thing for us, but we will not give him the sign there. Central Los Angeles, that's a little bit of a surprise. I guess we'll have to see how he does throughout his collegiate career, but that's a tough loss for us. He could have been our heir apparent at the quarterback position. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get ourselves going on the road against the Atlantic Coast Sharks. And if you're excited as I am, make sure you go ahead, smash that like button, hit me up down in the comments, and shoot, if you're brand new to the channel and you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for me. I would truly appreciate that if you like college football as well as pro football gaming content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. See if we can go 6-0 on the season. So Atlantic Coast did end up winning the coin toss, but we forced him to go free now, so we'll get our offense out there on the field. And Matt Looney almost found a way to go ahead and break that one out to the outside. Man, so close to breaking that one. You hate to see it. As we'll go ahead and throw with Damian Anderson. He's looking to yeet it downfield, but instead drops it off to Tyler Tucker. He gets some good chunk of yardage, though. Actually does go ahead and get us into the red zone off that 25-yard gain from the senior wideout. As we'll hand off to Matt Looney again. He powers forward for a gain of 11. That already gets us into a goal line situation. They're putting everybody in the box, but we will still run it with Matt Looney anyways. We'll manage to pick up a gain of 5, though, as we're inside the 5-yard line. Looking to punch it in. Matt gonna take one more carry and finds the end zone. Touchdown, South Louisiana. And the Saints will strike first midway through the first quarter. And we will go ahead and take an early 7-0 lead. As we'll go ahead and take a first glimpse of this Atlantic Coast offense as Maddox has to run for his life. Steps up in the pocket, though, and gets it out to Pearson on the outside. Is now 2nd and 3 coming up. Going to hand it off to McKegg, who does manage to get through and manage to pick up the first down as well. Is now a couple plays later now, 2nd and 6, and they are rocking that 5-wide set. Maddox going to go to the left-hand side, and it's going to be dropped. You got to be able to make those catches against our defense, touting that number 11 ranked team in the nation. And it now, because of that, they got to go 3rd and 6. We got 7 men in the box. As Maddox will drop back again. He's actually going to go ahead and try to run for the first down marker. DeWitt misses the tackle. And Maddox is going to go ahead and pick himself up a first down. Nice job by the senior, Dante Maddox, to pick up that first down. As they'll go back to McKegg on the ground. They pick up some decent yards on the ground. They get another 6-yard gain on the play. As I try to move methodically down this football field, as Maddox will throw to the left-hand side. Tries to get it out to his receiver. But Gerald Perry comes in there and gets the ball loose. And that will make it an incompletion. But McKegg will be able to get to the outside once again. And it's yet another first down. This Atlantic Coast Sharks team, they certainly came to play. They are playing better than what that record says, as Riddick makes yet another play downfield. And just 13 yards away from potentially tying this game up against us. As Maddox dropping back, throwing over the middle, gets it out to Vance. And Vance holds on and makes the catch, despite the really hard hit. As it leads to 2nd and 3. Maddox dropping back, throwing towards the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. So a 3rd and 3 coming up for the Sharks. They go to the outside looking for McKegg, and McKegg picks up yet another first down. We got ourselves a goal line situation. Is now 2nd and goal from the 4. Maddox throwing towards the end zone, and somehow they don't connect. They should have gotten the touchdown against us. He was right there. Receiver just doesn't make any kind of effort on that football. Hopefully it doesn't kill them too much. Is now 3rd and goal. Maddox dropping back, has to try to run for it, diving for the end zone. But it's going to be just a couple yards shy. But you know what? They have nothing to lose. They're going for it here on 4th down as Williams tries to dive, and he's marked short. So that is a great goal line stand by South Louisiana. And there still will be a 7-0 lead for us here, as we will go ahead and jump into the end of the first quarter. And we're still only up 7-0. As this Atlantic Coast squad is certainly giving us quite a run for our money. As we'll throw on 2nd and 8, getting it out to DeJarvis Ferguson, the less sung true freshman, with a 22-yard catch down the middle of the field. As now 1st and 10, Anderson, he's going to go ahead and run this football. He's going to get loosened up here down the right-hand side, and that's going to be a really good game as well. We're in Atlantic Coast territory now. As now 2nd and 9, Anderson, clean pocket to work with, gets it out to the left-hand side, but it's dropped. Davy Smalls was there open on the perimeter, but drops the pass on us though. And now we got ourselves 3rd and 9. We try to throw it here, looking towards the left-hand side, gets it out to Jake Michaels, but he can't hang on either. And we have to go ahead and punt this football away. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Atlantic Coast Sharks. We do end up deciding to go ahead and punt this football away, as we get them to a 3rd and 6. We'll see if it does lead to a 3 and out, or even better, a turnover. I wouldn't mind a turnover right about now. But instead, Maddox going to run for the first down marker, and he is going to get there successfully again. Maddox doing a great job just staying alive and extending the play and making something out of nothing. As Maddox having to do the same thing, this time throwing. No! We do end up deflecting that football away at the very last second, as Tim Swagger was there to get his hands on the ball. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 because of it. As now, Maddox, another passing situation for him. Throwing over the middle, gets it to Sherrod. And Sherrod is able to cut upfield, pick up a first down again for the Sharks. And they're now in South Louisiana territory once again. But we'll see if it turns out a little bit better for them. We did get them on a goal line stand last time that they crossed midfield. As now, 2nd and 1. Going to hand it off to Williams right up the middle. That's the fullback getting a little bit of love and picking up a first down because of it. You'll love it when you see teams rewarding their fullback. As Maddox dropping back, 2nd and 8. He's going to go ahead. He's going to run for the first down, but he will be marked just shy. A solid 6-yard gain, though. We'll see if he can find magic again on this 3rd and short. Going to hand it off to McKegg. And there is simply no running room to work with whatsoever, as it will give us the football here with 2:20 left in this first half. We'll see if we can make something shake here as we get it to the outside. Matt Looney able to get a little bit loose there, though, as it leads to a first down. We'll see if we can get him some more carries. He's been somewhat contained, though, averaging less than 10 yards per carry. That is unusual for him, as Matt Looney gets loose. Almost gets away from that final defender. It still will be a first down. And the Saints are driving. As now, 2nd and 7. Anderson looking. Trying to get it out. He's going to dump it off to Matt Looney, who does end up picking up the first down and a whole bunch more. As we find ourselves just outside of the red zone. They get the box going against us. And they send that blitz. As Anderson looking to attack on the outside. 1-on-1 ball. But will still fall. Incomplete, though. As it will lead to 2nd and 10 coming up here. Anderson dropping back, looking around. And it's going to end up being sacked there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 17. We will end up taking our first time out. It's now 5 wide set. We got to go and try to chuck this deep downfield if we can, but nobody open there that would have been able to pick up the first down for us anyways. And our drive will go ahead and end up stalling for us despite the strong start that we had. And look at this. We have played a half of football and we only are up by 7 points to show for a potential trap game, dare I say it. We got to play better in the second half. So, but the good news about us is that we do at least get the ball to start this second half. But we got to play significantly better, though. We'll see if Damian Anderson can go ahead and get us a spark here. How about Anderson down the sideline? And how about this for a spark? Oh, my! Damian Anderson taking it right down the sideline and gets the touchdown to start the second half. That's how you get your offense going that has struggled all day long. And now it's time for our team to go ahead and flip a switch as Matt Looney getting some nice holes as well. We got some good running holes in the first half, but for the most part, Atlantic Coast, at least on Matt Looney, has prevented the big run. As now, 2nd and 12, going to throw it over the middle. Finds Jake Michaels, who does manage to go ahead and make the catch and will take it just outside of the 25-yard line. As now, 1st and 10, going to hand it off once again to Matt Looney. Finds a host of Atlantic Coast defenders. But you can certainly tell, though, we are certainly starting to wear these guys down a little bit. We're getting some bigger runs downfield as Damian Anderson, speaking of which, getting another big run for himself, leads to a first down as we are in a goal line situation. Going to try to throw for it here, trying to throw it towards the end zone. But our receiver stops running his route. That would have been a touchdown if he would have just kept running. But because he gave up on the play, it does lead to 3rd and goal. As Anderson trying to throw it over the middle. That's nearly intercepted. So a 4th and goal. And we will go ahead and settle for 3 here. 17, maybe make it 17-0. should be able to once Ben Blue makes his kick. And he has improved his accuracy. He has no problem with that one whatsoever. And it's going to be another field goal, 17-0. As now, we'll see if Atlantic Coast can respond. They've been a little shell-shocked here in this third quarter. We'll see what kind of football team this group of guys is made of. As now, 3rd and 4. Going to run it with McKeag. And McKeag finds the space, but he coughs up the football, though, and South Louisiana gets their turnover. The first turnover of the day forced by this defense. As now we got a 1st and 10 to work with off the get-go. And we pick up 5 thanks to a run from Matt Looney. We'll see if this is the moment where we truly start taking control right here. We'll get it out to Matt Looney on the outside. One man left to beat on the perimeter. He makes him miss. And Matt Looney is going to get himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Matt Looney with touchdown number 2 on the day. And look at this. We get yet another 3 and out on Atlantic Coast. They're loading up the box. They're trying to make adjustments. We'll see if our adjustments can work out as well as they send the blitz. We throw it down the middle of the field, and it's caught by Willie Robertson off of the deflection. And they set everybody, which means Willie Robertson gets a free run towards the end zone. It ends up being yet another touchdown for the South Louisiana Saints. And we will end up pulling away. We will win this game 52-12. They did give us a really big effort. They really did try. But we will win by 40 points still. And it was off a rushing game that got us going. 24 carries, 315 yards on the ground. He was also 5 for 10 passing for 159 yards. Meanwhile, Atlantic Coast, they got a ton of first downs in this game. They got 17 first downs. They had red zone opportunities. They had goal line opportunities. But they just couldn't finish at the end of the day. Drew Maddox had a good game for them at quarterback. 17 for 32, 200 yards. Plus, had those runs that kept some drives alive. But just not enough to keep up with the South Louisiana Saints. And they will fall to 2 and 4. But we will remain undefeated on the season. So we get to next week and look at the jump that we make up in the polls. We are now number 4 in the entire country. And if the season ended today, the South Louisiana Saints would be in the college football playoff. But that being said, though, we do have our toughest test yet of this episode. We take on the number 10 ranked team in the nation, the Dayton Medieval. It's going to be a good one. Should be a great one for the National Athletic Conference. The two teams that are ranked going to take a run at each other. And it should be a really good one. So make sure you guys do me a favor. Smash that like button for me. Hit subscribe as well if you have to be brand new to the channel. Like that college football and pro gaming content. And leave me a comment down below. I love reading your guys' comments. You'll love interacting with you guys. Well, with that being said, this is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.